Dididim, didididim, dim, dididim, dim, 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 dim. Of course, music has to be adjusted every single day. I need to figure out something with the camera. Anyway, yo! Hmm, here we are. Everything is working. Cool, cool, cool. I have so many tabs open. Jesus. Oh. Mm, I. This is a bit too loud. Okay, again, I have to format everything. Because with day 3, we got everything pretty much set up for the first 2 days. And again, as I said, uh, for my paragraph, first line in this one. Cool, again, as I said, I'm pretty, maybe not efficient, but I'm very quick on the concept and everything. Like 2 days is probably very quick for most people, but I know I'm doing well. Mm, I know, I've been thinking about this story a bit more daily. Oh no! I had to skip Zelda because, as far as I know, if I stream Runscape, I can. Game soundtracks have familiar. I know that Runscape doesn't copyright the music because you can play the music while playing the game, so on and so forth. The automatic copyright thing would be insanely bad for the game, right? Most game soundtracks you can use to some degree, and this is I know from the other content creator friend of mine. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't know. It's been 4 minutes and I already lost the train of thought twice. That's a new record. Anyway, my legs hurt. They really are tired after yesterday running up the stairs with different pieces of wood and trash. I got my coffee with me, so I will stop yawning soon enough. I know, but I feel spent. I'm glad I did, because that was a lot of hard work. I enjoy physical labor to some degree. Everyone does to some degree. Feels nice to move around and actually force yourself into something. Yeah, I'm sore, so that's where we're at. I have few things to do today still. I need to go to the store, I need to make food and prep for the week. Probably clean some of the uneaten stuff. Tomorrow I will go to the bank. Boring stuff. And yeah, got my coffee. And sip it slowly to wake up. Wish I had some milk too, but black is also good. I mean, black coffee isn't bad. Like, most people complain that it's strong, it's not coarse, it's what's the translator to the rescue? Why am I missing words all of a sudden? Bitter. Yeah. Some people complain it's too bitter for them and they cannot enjoy it. I just how do you say, not steam. Fuck's sake. Boil. Brew. Yeah, yeah. Just brew it less. And make it less. Make it weaker. It will be less bitter. And brew shorter. Like if you're pouring the. Not grain, but the mush, not the instant one. Coffee through the filter. Make it a constant drip. Like, don't make the brew. The coffee actually brew. Make it sip and drip. You know what I mean? Like, let the mush soak a bit and then drip instantly. Like, don't overbrew it. Like, if you fill it with hot boiling water, it will keep brewing and yeah, it will make the a lot bitter. Also, try to keep the water around 85-90 degrees. So if you start brewing your coffee at 100, make it a process to 80 degrees, like maybe not constant, but refill the filter like 3 times, 4 times. It lowers the overall temperature and it's less bitter that way. And don't take advice from me, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But brewing coffee, I've been taught how to do stuff. Still are many things to do, but again, back to the entire overall story thing of the why are you doesn't want to connect, like, do what I wanted to do. Going to the story, I feel like project can actually support what I said before in my video about actually writing with tips and tricks. And literally, this is the 3rd day of thinking about this project, book, anything. So I barely touched on some basics and everything and written about it, I guess, because my brain is constantly thinking about it. Oh, this is a good coffee. Oh my god. But again, starting to write, like, I don't know how actually people who write books for living do this, but I like to imagine the visualization of everything. I do pretend to write a show, and that's how it exists in my mind. Before I put it in paper, I visualize everything. how you want to go about it, everything. So we will probably. So I know how to start. Like my imagination is giving a massive advantage because how do we start? Like, mm, mm, mm. You just go with the flow. 140 is massive. Oh, and my back. Uh, mm, mm, oh. She quickly screwed the lid on the bottle, grabbed her bag lunch, and mm, mm, oh, the apartment left the house. Hmm. Like she'll be living again in the distant village. So distant. We're starting on summer. Let's make it summer. Or at least spring. Hmm. This is a long. Warm steam filled the kitchen. She screwed the lid in the bottle, grabbed the bag lunch, and throwing her backpack over the shoulder, left the house, running cheerfully at the side of the road. Uh, mm, station. I still do really long sentences. Like you don't need to describe everything. Like at the side of the road, so you know it's a quite rural area and the sunflowers, so you can expect there are fields of sunflowers. I won't go too deep into detail with that. Mm, the beans. Well, not jumper, sweater. A simple girl from a simple place. So it's by uh Amber is a bit too much, like hmm. Oh, what the coffee is making? God, oi, 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 oi. Hmm. Few colorful blazes on her wrist, small modest earring covered by her wavy, peach-colored hair. What now? Hello. Wavy, peach-colored hair. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Homo. Oh, fuck you. Platform. Hobo. Okay. Why are you... Uh-huh? No, go away. Yes. Done. Ah. Interesting. I didn't know you can do that. Holy. That's cool. Uh, and it's the text GDI, so you can actually do a lot of stuff with it. So that's cool. Don't think I will ever use it. Standing at the... Makeup too. Features. Yes. Oh, that's a weird statement in the book. Mm. Hmm. Does that work? Like, how would I let thin lips, non-existent, slightly fixed with loss? It's fine. Small nose, big eyes. That might be my thing. You know, like she has features that are desirable and features that are not. I feel like it's decent compromise. Now, here is important thing. Like, I have an impulse to describe everything. Like to put everything here in the descriptor. Like I defined how she looks. Quick and easy, right? And then I wanted to say she wasn't obsessive about her looks. Like, cool and fair, but then why? That's pointless. It doesn't add anything. It adds to her character, but it feels out might feel out of place because there is nothing to back it out. Instead, I can add it through the day. Like we just started. This is the first page of the book, right? There is absolutely nothing wrong with anything. I just like she ran. She did some mild exercises and winds and dust in the small city, right? Everything can go wrong. So she's checking herself in a pocket mirror. That's fine. She wants to be presentable. But instead of saying she's not obsessive about her look, we can just go, uh, and never mention it again, or slightly highlight the part that she just brushes things off, fixes things, but doesn't look at them too much, doesn't pay them much attention. Right, but then, now that I think about it, this is also like the creative process, right? Would she would she be obsessive about her looks? I think she might be, to some degree, like to want to be presentable, to maybe not be a star of the high school, but maybe actually be presentable enough so she can not stand out but fit in the crowd like this. It's the brightest, it's the darkest below the light post, right? Right? Buddy. Oh. When does summer is the sprouting season, right? Like the season fields. Like when the fields spring occurs as sort of rises typically from March to May following last frost. Brings the germination of seeds, so in late winter and spring, turning the fields green with new growth. So let's say it's late spring, so we are maybe approaching a summer break, so that would be May. Yeah, May should be fine. Like the fields are blooming, they're absolutely there, right? In May you should be able to see the weeds and everything, maybe not entirely golden yet, but you see the fields, right? Mm. The train arrived in time and she boarded it. An hour-long ride through the through the growing fields. When the sunflower bloomed. July and September. Timing, while the start in July till first frost. Oh, yeah, so that works. Like it's not fully blooming sunflower, but there is. Hmm, hmm, Playing subtle scent you smell the scent of the flower direct. Mm, mm, The bloom or the smell. It needs to be in full bloom to sell the leaves and stuff. So if you. Yep. So that would work. Still, like a May thing. So the sunflowers are out, the fields are blooming, everything is getting there with the sun and all of that. Yeah, late April, start of May. That would be cool. Like, you see, I'm writing anything at this point, and it falls into place. The moment you can just Google stuff, think about it, and go on with it, right? Nah. Now a long ride through the growing fields of flowering. Again, another long sentence that you have to cut down. Turning through the mountain. The city was in sight. Merging dark. Hmm. Nice. A morning sun. High rises. Reflects the beauty. I will put emphasis on the beauty of the city. Like, description wise, I want the city to be portrayed from the distance as perfect. Hmm. Hmm. Clean, well planned. It's a war of art. It's a gem of human achievement. Yeah, geo achievements. A work of art. A gem of human achievements. Why am I sleepy again? The coffee making me sleepy. Maybe. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Maybe three. Dim, 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 dim. I don't know. Maybe I will scrap it entirely and throw it away. We'll see. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I used to talk constantly about how I was bleeding during the streams, and I have a theory that whenever I do Echo of the Silent, I start bleeding profoundly. Uh, like I haven't been in pain and bleed for last few weeks since I stopped ever interacting with the book, and I feel. I know it's coincidental, like it's doesn't have any actual correlation to the book, but there is the not bubble, the balloon forming, and I have a feeling it will pop soon. Probably late yesterday, or I mean late today or tomorrow, around the stream for some reason. Weird, very weird coincidence. Not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Maybe the amount of stress. Maybe. Who knows? Hmm. Anyway, back to the story. Tired. Why am I so tired? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feels very weird to be tired. Especially since I just woke up. It's crazy. Crazy amount of effort. Also, I have no idea what her name is. I thought about Grace, because it kind of fits with everything. But I don't know. I've been choosing a name is weird because like in real life, your name doesn't change anything. Your name will always fit who you are and doesn't dictate anything that you are. For example, some names are mischievous and kind and anything, and then you see a person who is kind and oh yeah, oh, it fits, even though the name contains everything in the spectrum. Oh yeah, your name fits to you. You are mischievous. Yeah. Yes, because every name is the same. Like, name. It's not like you are adapting into the name. It's just what it is. I don't know. Should be great. Okay. I feel like this is massive page. I wonder how long the book will be. Like, not to make it too long. I feel like it's a short story, I guess. So, a single book, like, and absolutely finish it in next 5,000 words. But that's not really the point. I want to explore the connections and everything and build on it. We'll see. How do I actually want to make the book? That's quite Interesting. Hmm. No, we will see. Nerves and outed. And art. Work of art and architectural brilliance. Holy, I'm so sleepy. Hmm. Hmm. Ba-dum. Albus. Old, silver-coated school surrounded by black iron fence and posts of red brick. Again, work of art, architectural brilliance. Mm. It's amazing. Gallery of accomplishments. This is important. This is a clue. We are getting to the parts that I feel like will be important. Entering the building, she. Fuck. Changing her shoes. Surrounding cuttings of paper. To class. Sitting. Somehow distant to other desks. Ah, notepad, notebook. That's the same fucking thing. Taking out a notebook and needs. And again, we have what we did here, right? We have as I said, I feel like it's well. We have a city that's portrayed as beautiful and perfect, and then we have a school that is still a work of art and it's complemented again and again. So it puts you into mm, the comfortable feeling like you're being told one thing. You are being told this is a good place, this is a beautiful building and everything, and then we have the reality sneaking in. Like it's something that I I don't know. Wanted to hint at something going under, like something not being entirely in the view, right? Entering the building, she went straight to her locker nearby. Changing her shoes, she cleared the surrounding cuttings of paper and foliage before she went to class. This is the first clue that you have. Clear the surrounding cuttings of paper and foliage. Where? Where does this everything comes by? Like, you have two reasons. Either she cleaned around some minor trash, or it fell out from her locker. Either she cares about surroundings and cleans because she cares, or she accepts being bullied. As we talked before, she cleans the surrounding cuttings of paper and foliage. They filled her locker with trash that fell out. But she doesn't even acknowledge it. It's something that happens. It's standard, it's normal to her that it happens. So she doesn't bother seeing it, right? Acknowledging it. Sitting alone. Nope. I would love to not be sued by Nintendo, thank you. Again, she doesn't acknowledge it. Sitting alone in the middle, somehow distant to the other desk, while hers was darker. It was the same as the rest. Again, uh, in the middle, she wants to be a part of someone. Somehow distant to the other desk. It's not because she was actually distant, like the desks are the same distance from one another. They're not like forced into the ground, you know what I mean? But they are still possibly away, right? It's a tension, I guess. Her hair was dark, and this is another sign of bullying. Like, to some degree, when you bully someone, you write unpleasant things on the desk and everything else. Then depends what you use. Like, let's say there are only darker because of the residual ink. Like, they used markers, then used pencils to scribble, to write offensive things around her desk. Even though she cleans it, you cannot erase like everything without proper cleaning supplies. Right? You can clean it, you can wipe it off, but still some residue will be left, which make the desk a slightly darker complexity, right? For me, it makes sense because I know it, but I wonder if when someone reads it, does she does I don't know, when someone reads that part, would you think about it? Would you think the same thing I did? Or is it just a hint that you don't get at the start and then you will realize later? Because those things will be repeated, at least cleaning, right? Because it can go both ways. She can be conscious about the environment and her surrounding, or she's being bullied. The desk is once again. It might be. Those are things that will be repeated. There is. There is. High. Right? You see? Spoilers for unreleased work. So, yeah, it is full of spoilers. Uh, there was. Hmm. Save. I should mute. Uh, yeah, let me. Hey, I'm back. I've got another shot of coffee. Need a bun. So excuse me for 30 seconds. But devour the energy. Huh. Ah, a nice gate doesn't let you hear my sneezing. Hmm. I wonder. Can I actually make the sneeze? Hmm. So if I were to disable everything. Joe! Which one would be Oi, oi. Why is... Huh? Vibrant equal... I feel like I broke something. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm not touching filters anymore. That's scary. Maybe I will. Maybe I will and you will explode. You'll never know. Hmm. Hello, hello. Let's see, does it work? Hello, hello. Let's see. Oh, because I got worried there was still a button to go live, but I was already live, right? Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Interesting. My model moves when I move my mouth. Like entire thing jolts ahead. And now I got water. Back and I'm ready to rumble. Mm, next. Talking, laughing. Minutes is not precise, like it's over the next 30 minutes. So I can just. You can see she's punctual. She wants. She'd rather be early than late, right? Maybe. That's music for from Al-Qarid. It's not attack. What's the name? Name is Al-Qarid. Task failed so successfully. Hmm. I do wonder. That'd be interesting. Should I actually record it and make a shot of it? I will see. Recording. Short idea. Entering the building, she went straight to her locker nearby. Changing her shoes, she cleaned the surrounding cuttings of paper and foliage before she went to class. Sitting alone in the middle, somehow distant to the desk. While hers was darker, it was the same as the rest. 20 seconds. Darker. While hers was darker, it was the same. While hers was darker, it was the same as the rest. Hmm. So how would I turn this into a shot? So that would be before she went to class, sitting alone in the middle, somehow distant to the desk. Was this clear enough? We were question. Huh. I'm not in mood for anything like that. I have no idea why I'm so tired. God, Jesus. I would oh to not be this tired constantly, have energy for anything, but I feel like I don't know how I feel. I have no idea. It's very weird. I'm still trying to cope with muscle or urge to smoke, which is insane. And I keep thinking about it constantly. I don't know what to do. It's difficult. Ah, that is what it is. Vitamin still is brought into the classroom. Huh. Reading one another. Even there she was. Oh. Oh. Mhm. Never spoke, so what? Because nobody talked to her. Everyone was going around. It's not I am assigning her the middle spot of class for any actual reason. Like, spots in class are just places you sit. Doesn't actually have to. Everything has to have a meaning, right? I'm very. that's that's crazy. But we already listened to Sea Shanty Magic Dance. Let's go. Uh, Started. Hmm. Well, man. Hmm. Does it make any sense? Does it have to? When it's silent. Hmm. Okay, uh this doesn't actually fit anything. Huh. So yeah, I will just lay it back for a second. I'm gonna look at the rest, everything in the rest. Uh so here what I want to do, I want to show a normal day, but I don't really think it works like that. That hmm and this is the meat of the thing, like the entire body of the thing, right? So showing up the first day of school, the lesson starting, I need to showcase that she's actually helpful and nice to people. So maybe she will talk to someone, explain something. S- yeah, she will sit, she will talk to someone, they will quietly thank her, but then there will be altercation. Yep. That's work. She will leave the classroom for lunch, come back, more scribbles on her desk, and yep. Mm, it does work. Yeah, it does to some extent. The ending of day after day, nothing matters and changes. Maybe it goes there. The rang. Mm. He was. Missing the word. Delinquent is a. This doesn't. Dignity. Yes. Why am I missing so many words in any language at the moment? Do I know too many languages? Is three my limit? The fourth one fucking everything up. Haley. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be Phil. Yes, it's B. Chlorophyll. Test. You need to saw. Mm, the, the wide. Like, come on. Mm, 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 mm. That's weird because that's a word. So why is it highlighted? Because that's a fucking Chinese price. Use pause in order to move. Mm, right. Music. Not yet, not yet. Back to reality. I'm soon. Enjoy the late spring sun. was uncommon. Wasn't surprising. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I love this place. Like, you cannot force me to not use it. It's what it, she thought. Uh, How do you... What... That's the word? Without A? Being produced by process of etching. Fuck is etching? Grave method by causing the main random. I didn't bother her. The hammock. So long. Didn't bother her. Because it was just that, an ink on laminate. Mm. It's done. Soon the day came to an end. Let the classroom last, screaming after everybody. Yes. Crash. spotted the train with a smile on her face. That's spring, that's a long day, so then uh, do the shaking. The shaking window. Poorly. Poorly. But now, pa- 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 pa. Home eventually. Favorite comics? Uh, yeah, she eventually. That's still the same action. What? Not. What's that? Oh. But it was hers, and she was thankful for it. Many people cannot. Then I think that's nice. Like a good insight into a character. Like she's one. I can do the titles later. Doesn't fucking matter. Uh, I think that's a pretty decent insight into a character. Although 2 hours to write 3 pages isn't really greatest achievement, but writing a book takes months. So absolutely, since I'm trying to talk about and explain things and go into details about anything, I think we're doing fine. Like I feel like it's a very decent explanation of everything. You have her name, you have her attitude towards everything, who she really is, or at least how she portrays it, and her insight into her daily life. I feel like it's decent introduction. And you also have the spice, right? Problematic. The next day you can ramp it up, like with the words and everything. Price and mission all around, it made her happy and warm, using what she has to help others and spread joy. If the whole world could be like this, life would be so easy. But the dream had to end eventually, and she had to come back to reality. Leaving the classroom to eat her lunch and have a walk in the free time, she enjoyed the late spring sun, gentle wind caressing her face and cooling off her. She came back to the classroom shortly before another bell. Her desk darkened as before, with words unbecoming of a young lady. She sat down gently, and with a smile took out a cloth from her bag and started wiping. It wasn't uncommon, it wasn't surprising. It was it, she thought. Wiping and scrubbing, the word but etched into the desk. It didn't bother her, because it was just that, an ink on a laminate. Teacher came by and didn't pay any mind.
Kids will be kids. Don't show them you care, and they will grow out of it. Soon the day came to an end. She left the classroom last, cleaning after everybody. She changed her shoes last, cleaning the scraps of paper and trash falling out of her locker. She boarded the train with a smile on her face, as the orange sun started to say goodbye to her through the shaking window. Maybe she was treated poorly, maybe she didn't deserve that. But she helped someone and made them smile today. Walking by the side of the road, only her reflectors and bright clothing shone through with the light of passing cars. Reaching her home eventually, she heated her dinner and ate while watching a TV show. Rest of the evening she studied for a while and unwind while reading her favorite comics. Her day might not be perfect, maybe it wasn't even pleasant, but it was hers and she was thankful for it. Many people don't have the same privilege as she does, and many more need to struggle for others to appreciate life. So instead of complaining, she'd rather enjoy what she has. I feel like this is a strong basis for character building, right? She clearly goes through a lot. Like, you have constant bullying at the school, you have other problems. She is living in a house alone, far away. So there is also question why she's doing that. Like, why is she alone? Where are her parents? Maybe they work somewhere far away and she was left behind to actually finish school or whatever, right? This is what it is, but it's clearly shown the strength of character and her priorities. Like, she'd rather go through the motion and does the best what she can with daily things, right? And I feel like it works pretty well. Let's see, 1,000 words, about 5 times that, and we have a single chapter. Like, per our views and everything, like, that would be the single chapter, right? Mm. Hmm. I like it. I kind of like it. I think that's interesting thing to do. I don't know. It's been 2 hours. Uh, I don't. I don't know, I feel tired for some reason. Like, I'm not tired physically, but I just feel tired for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm bored. Maybe because I cannot talk to anyone. But I feel like the design of it and the idea is pretty interesting to go on with, right? Maybe not as a stream thing. Maybe we can work on it more. I don't know. We'll see. I will experiment with the clip I got. Maybe I will get some ideas about it. So, yeah, we'll see. If that shot does anything for the story or anything, then yeah, I might continue if that's interesting to anyone. But yeah, for now, this is all. thank you for watching. Not. And thank you for stopping by. Yep, see ya.